Starting the event. Yes. Yes.
So we're
My
live, apparently,
friends.
right? We're
We're
live.
live.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Let's see if we get some people coming to
Hello.
join us on this chat today. Let's just say to everybody, type your comments. So you guys, as soon as you guys start coming in, just come and say hello. So hi, everyone. I put in the chat. Who's here with us today?
I can see someone.
Introduce yourself so we can say hello to you as well.
Hi. Great to be here, guys.
Great to be here too.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Today, for those of you coming in, like I said, put in the chat, just let us know where you're coming in as I talk through this. We're going to go through some introductions in a second. But today's webinar and what we're doing here is all about defeating Parkinson's and how the heck can we age gracefully and have it all. And as you know, as we do ladies first, introductions and ladies first. Hanna, could you just introduce to the group who you are and what you do, please?
Thank you, James. Wow. Where shall I start? How much time do I have? Maybe that's the question I should ask first.
All of 2 minutes.
All of 2 minutes. Fantastic. Well, just to say that by day, I'm a user researcher. I have a consultancy firm, and I love doing it. However, by night, I transfer to this different Hanna, that is passionate about being healthy, being passionate about helping others to be healthy. So through the years, I acquired different skills and use different modalities to make sure that every little helps take someone who crosses my path to the better help. So they feel better, they're healthier, they have more energy. If I can wrap on a little bit of my energy and my passion to anyone, then I'm happy. So today I'm here from my nightlife.
Love it.
All
Love
about
it.
health and getting better and being happier.
Love that introduction. Thank you for being here with us today, Hanna. Keith, let's see if you can top that with your nightlife activities.
I'll see what I can do. First, I want to acknowledge James Tomasi Kennedy. He introduced me to Hanna Denny. Hanna Denny helped me heal from Parkinson's disease. The title of this episode is Destroy Parkinson's, and I think right now I'm living with a better version of myself since I started meeting and working with Hanna Denny. I feel blessed.
Love that. Now, thank you for that, Keith. And so
over to you.
Okay, where do I start? How much time have I got, right? So first off, and as well as Keith's testimonial, and thank you for that. I also want to acknowledge this amazing lady as well, Hanna Denny. As she does some rapid transformation technique, which basically she hypnotizes you, right, and messes with your mind and mixes it all up and does some voodoo magic and all that sort of stuff, right? And because she did that, this crazy lady made me cry. And she remembers that as well, right? And because she did all of that, she turned me into this Frankenstein monster you see today. And they're doing videos and they're doing all that stuff out there, right? Where I moved from a shy introvert to now helping people all over the world, right? And I would say thank you, Anna, for your help. Thank you, Dr. Hanna, for all your support, right? And, as part of this community, of course, when I knew that Keith was needing some help, I was like, hey, try this crazy lady. She might be able to help you with some of her crazy as well, right? So that's what we did. That's what we did, and and I'm here today because I believe in the work that Hannah's doing, and we're celebrating Keith, and a year ago, and he'll talk about his journey, but me being the spring chicken in the room, I'm thinking, hey, prevention's better than cure, right? Let me just make sure I come and learn from these experienced people in the room and their analytics to make sure I avoid the same problems later. Because I'm a big believer that our health is our wealth. And us youngsters take it for granted until it's too late. So I was like, no, I'm not going to make that mistake as the majority of people make in the world. And I want to make sure that I have age gracefully as well and have it all, because I definitely want it all, right? So this is why I'm here. And that's why I'm here. The day job, right? Night job, day job. That talks about. I'm an executive career coach. I help people all over the world, and to do that, I need to be in peak performance in the best of my health as well. So that's why I'm part of this community, and I believe in this message. So that's what I'm here. So thank you for that. And just acknowledge, hey Angela, thank you so much for joining us. She's out in Kentucky and she's in the messages here. So Angela, as we're going along, if you have any questions for either Keith or Hannah, just make sure you put in the chat, and we'll try to get to it as much as possible. All right. So now that we're done with the introductions over, we're going to speak to the man of the hour, Keith. Keith.
Yes.
Before as we start, can you tell us a little bit about your story, say a year ago? What were you like? What was going on?
I didn't know what was going on with me. It was taking me longer to get things done. I spoke clearly, but I also spoke more slowly. I had no idea why. But my daughters noticed it. They pointed out to me. And then I started getting sicker and sicker.
Wow.
First, a chronic cough. I had trouble shaking. And then I felt dizzy every time I stood on my feet. And before that, I was falling unexplainably, maybe 12 times in 12 months.
Goodness.
So I was losing my ability to balance.
Oh, wow. Wow.
But I was concerned about Alzheimer's. It runs in my mother's family.
Gotcha. Yep.
And I had memory issues too.
Yes.
I was preoccupied with memory issues.
Yes.
I had no idea I had Parkinson's disease.
Wow.
Parkinson's disease can include, in rare instances, uncommon instances, Alzheimer's symptoms too.
Right. Oh my goodness. So you got a 2-for-1 special.
Yeah. Nobody wants this 2-for-1.
Nobody wants. You don't want that 2-for-1 special, right?
Nobody
especially
wants
that
it.
combination.
Goodness gracious.
Nobody wants it.
Goodness, because and Keith, obviously I know your background, and I know you're a former president of Toastmasters, and you do a lot of public speaking, as part of your work. So I mean I can't even imagine, but let me just say, how scary was this for you?
After 3 months of not being able to think clearly and not being able, really I was in a mental fog.
Yes.
And my fear was dying in mental fog.
Oh my goodness.
And feeling dizzy every time I stood on my feet.
Wow.
Oh, my fear.
Wow. So like I said, is you and I have a great chat, and Keith, I want to say that you hit it very well, because you and I have had various conversations, and you and I have gone through presentations together that you presented, and I didn't see any of that the first time around. Okay, but how did you feel? Because like you were saying a couple of things to me after you saw the presentation of yourself. And how did you feel when you saw yourself? Because as you said, at that time, you weren't sure what you had. right? And you wasn't sure what's going on, but you saw yourself. What was the what
Well,
was that going on?
the right side of my face
Mm.
was drooping,
Oh my goodness.
and I didn't know why. So I looked at myself before I started the presentation. I looked
Yeah.
like I was about to cry.
Oh
That's
wow.
what a presenter wants to look like, is
Gotcha.
like that.
Yes. And that wasn't even on purpose, right?
Definitely not. I had no idea what was going on with me.
Sorry, I don't know why Hannah's laughing, but
Well, because I know your sense of humor, and you thinking, yes, he's going to present and let him cry. Oh wow, that will go really well with the audience, right?
well, it depends on the audience. They might want a good cry. Who knows,
It
right?
was your audience, James.
So with my audience, they're crying
Yeah.
anyway because they don't get a job. So yes, they're already crying. So they might be the right thing for the moment anyway. Who cares?
But that was the reason I was looking like that.
Oh my gosh.
Can I just jump in, guys?
Of course you
Because
can.
at the time, Keith and I, we were working
Yes.
together.
Yes.
And I mean, Keith, I have to, I have to bow to you and say you were you tried to hide, but what really took my heart away was the fact that at some point you did open up, because we were working on different issues and we were using different techniques, but I wasn't aware of what was happening. I was noticing, as you say, yes, something happening with your right side, but my approach was always give you that safe space.
Mm-hmm.
So if you decide to confine in me, that's okay. And you did. So I'm forever grateful for that. Because that was really, that was brave, but also you trusted me. And that for me was was priceless. I knew that we can work together and we can work on the improvement.
I'm blessed because you're a jewel.
You're going to make me cry now because I get emotional when
you are a jewel. I'm healing.
Yes. Yes. Love that. So,
but you could just walk away, or you could just shut yourself off. You didn't have to tell me anything. So, tap yourself, Keith.
Yeah.
Tap yourself, because you've done that ground work.
Yes. And I want to add to that as well, as the reason you're healing, Keith, is because you will be able to be vulnerable enough to open up and tell other people, right? There's so many people in the world that are going through their own struggles, going through their own challenges, and they don't know who to speak to, right? And I want to thank you, Hanna, for giving that safe space, for allowing Keith as well to open up, which is so important. Right? Without the judgment, without anything else, you just be there to help and support each other. And that's part of the community, and that's part of what we're trying to do between all of us. Okay. So Keith, tell me more about this journey is that you started to work with Hanna and you started to feel a bit better about yourself?
Well, she introduced me to LifeWave patches.
Okay.
Before that, she did EFT tapping.
Yes.
And
Love it.
EFT tapping, I didn't realize if I would have disclosed what was really bothering me.
Okay, gotcha. Right. So you're just touching around the edges and see what's going to happen, but we ain't going to go too deep there.
But then when she introduced me to LifeWay patches and I started healing,
Yeah.
I started getting at root causes and discussing root
Ooh.
causes.
Ooh, okay. So tell us a bit some of the, the changes when you say healing. What does healing mean? Because healing means different things to different people.
Well, if you look at my face, my right side is not normal yet, but it's much closer to normal. That's healing.
Congratulations.
I used to walk and not move my right arm.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know it until I met my neurologist.
Yeah.
My neurologist pointed out to me, and then I started using my right arm intentionally.
Okay. Intentionally. Yes, definitely. Right. It's like muscle. Got to start using it. Right.
Definitely.
But Keith, do
Yeah.
you remember? Do you remember when we met up and you said to me, Hanna, do you know what happened? That's the time that after a long break, you went back and did your recording, and you sent that recording to someone for feedback, and that person got back to you and said that this is one of your best recordings.
Whoa.
Do you remember that? Do you remember
Whoa.
that?
In fact, today I'm recording new episodes for my advanced course,
Love it.
new modules for my advanced
Yes.
course, and I'm incorporating everything I've learned, and I'm learning so much.
Look at
Energy.
you.
We're
Look.
energy beings.
Amazing. Amazing. And you're taking more courses. Love
Quantum
that.
physics is totally relevant.
Yes. Yes.
And when you see that, and then when you realize everything, we have energy around us, energy fields. And when you realize that, you can actually capture the energy in the air.
Wow. That's amazing. Wow, amazing. And Keith, can you just like for the audience that not really, for people that don't know much about somewhat of some of the amazing stuff Keith is doing at the moment, from a year ago, you're suffering with Parkinson, suffering with memory loss and memory fogs.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just tell the audience one thing you've been doing every single day since the beginning of the year, please?
Yeah, I've been recording a Facebook Live again, like James Tomasi Kennedy used to do, and maybe still does. But I'm practicing every day.
Amazing. And what a great exercise. And in terms of you as a public speaker and just doing a Facebook Live every single day.
Yes.
Right. And what a great way to practice your memory. Yes, we're going to talk about some patches in the minute that's helping all of this. But it's being active in your recovery as well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right. And have you been doing it every day, every other day? What's happening there in terms of your Facebook Live?
Every day.
Every single day. And just every
Yeah.
single day since the 1st of January, you've been doing this lives.
Since maybe the 3rd or 4th of January.
Wow. Talk about consistency.
Yeah.
Right? Someone probably looking at you now is like, Keith, you're lying. You never had Parkinson's. That's just what and it's probably not something that people want to say no, but it's like, knowing you and knowing where you are from last year and where you are now, that's amazing. Okay. So, these patches that we're going to talk about in a minute seems to have helped to regain your memory loss, which is great, and got your smile back on, which is great. Yeah. The question I have is, are there any other side effects happening and going on?
Yes.
What are they?
I can walk again.
Wow.
And I don't lose my balance.
Oh.
I don't fall very often.
Maybe you should speak to your president. He might need it because I keep seeing him fall off of the news at the moment.
He definitely could benefit from it.
But these are great improvements. But guys, I always when I think of Keith and how great he is doing, somewhere in the corner of my eyes, I have those funny stories that he would
I want to hear the funny stories.
that
Give me the
he
funny
would
stories.
tell me. Do you remember that time that you we met up and you said, Hanna, I can shave again, and I'm looking at him thinking, is he all right? What does it mean I can shave again? I was completely oblivious to that story. But tell that story, Keith, because it's absolutely fantastic. I would love you to
I'm
say.
70 years old.
70 years young, Keith.
70 years young.
There we go.
And I started to have wrinkles on my neck. And it would nick my face when I was shaving with my hand razor multiple times.
Oh my goodness.
And it was one thing to pull out one piece of tissue. When you have 3 or 4, it's easy to miss one.
Oh my goodness.
And I would often miss one, and people would smile at me, and sometimes they would laugh, and I would laugh at myself for missing a tissue. But I stopped using my hand razor and switched to my dad's electric razor.
Okay.
But I can shave again with my hand razor without nicking my face even once.
Wow.
There are things that for ordinary person, probably just like me, I'm thinking, what, shaving? Do you have any? Can you shave, James? Can you shave?
Yes, I can. But like I said, it's something that we take for granted as a guy, that we do every day, that we don't think twice about, right? So I know that how frustrating that could be if it's something that I have had to shave every single day and to have that problem you're having, Keith. So I can completely feel that. And the fact that you got from having nicks all the time to no nicks, wow.
And the nicks were relating to aging face. And my face isn't aging anymore.
Wow. Wow, you're looking younger. Yes, you are looking younger. Oh my goodness. So you're reversing aging.
And
what else?
I've got hair growth on top of my head.
So forget everybody else. Let's go find all the bald guys.
I can squat again.
I don't care about anybody else. Let's go find all the bald guys. Because
hey, forget guys. Let's talk about women. Women
very true.
love to have full head of hair.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Women with thinning hair use LifeWave X39, and they got a full head of hair again. Several women I know.
Wow.
Have talked about it.
Wow. And that from there as well, as I get to say, like you said, you said we think us guys are vain, right? The hair for women, and Hanna can back me up on this, is part of your identity.
Yeah.
For sure. And I don't want to hijack Keith's story, but last year was pretty dramatic for me. I've lost my husband, I've lost my mum, and I've lost some of my hair. I was getting bald. The stress I was going through. I was getting patches just like guys.
Wow.
Well, no more bald patches on my head. So these are just side stories, because of course in Keith's situation, the main advantage is improving his mobility, improving his memory, improving his speech. All that matters I mean, health matters to us. Hair,
Yes.
it's cosmetics, but hey ho,
No. It's not
have it
just
all.
cosmetics.
If
It's
we
not
can
just
have it all, why not?
Why
Just
the hell?
have
Why
it
can't you have
all.
it all? Indeed, right? Indeed. And the thing about it, so I guess, for anyone watching this, it's like, okay, so between the two of you, what the heck is a life wave patch, and what the heck is X39, and what are you guys even talking about?
Talking about secret
Yeah, well,
secret technology.
okay, so what's the secret technology then?
It's possible to activate your body's stem cells.
Gotcha. Wow.
There's a patch that's been invented that
Amazing.
uses your own body's light and directs that light to a GH key enzyme in your body. And that GH key enzyme activates your body's stem cells. And that's why people heal. Now I can squat again. For 25 years, I couldn't squat.
Wow.
Because of arthritis in my knees.
Oh, goodness.
But
What?
I
So,
can
don't
squat
just have
again.
Parkinson's and mixture of Alzheimer's, you got arthritis to add to the mix as well.
Well, not just that, but I used to have cataracts in my eyes.
Oh my God.
I used
So you're
not
like
be
a
able to-
walking catalog for everything that's going to go
I
wrong with
used
me
to
in the
not be able
future.
to see at night. But then 2 weeks or 2 months after I started using X39 patches, I could see clearly at night. 6 months later, I forgot my reading glasses, and I was wearing 250 magnification at the time. I picked up a drawer, a pair out of my desk drawer, an old pair, and I thought I'd just see if I could read my computer screen. I was amazed how clearly I could read again.
Wow.
And I'm not sure whether or not they were 175s or 200s, but I tucked them in my pocket and I went to a meeting. And when I was driving to the meeting, it was still night. And because it was still night, I was wearing my reading glasses and I could see the road clearly. I took my reading glasses off and I could see much clearer without my reading glasses on. So I put them in my pocket and I went to the meeting. Then when I went to the meeting, I intentionally kept them in my pocket. And for the first time in 10 years, when a card came around to sign for somebody who was in the hospital, instead of putting my glasses on, I thought I'd see if I could read the card and write a note on the card without my reading glasses. For the first time in 10 years, I did it. And I could read again without my glasses. And I'm wearing an old pair today because I read better with an old pair than with my
My goodness.
If I could just add, because that's very important, the patches are non transcendental. It means nothing goes inside our body. They're all natural, no chemicals, no stimulants. As you can see today, I had a quite stressful day at work, so I'm wearing pain relief patches. So they're based on light technology, as Keith says. He was talking about stem cell regeneration patches. These patches that I'm wearing today, they help me to reduce pain. I don't want to take medications. I've been using medications for different pain for so long that affected my tummy. So this is a natural way to get rid of it. And you can see how easy. I mean, It's just 1, 2, 3. You take the patch from the pack, you peel off the pad, you stick on your side, off you go. Just see how it works. And it does.
Oh. So, like, thank you for that scientific explanation, Keith. Because anytime someone asks me how this Keith health LifeWave patches work, I just say, "Hey, ask Keith and Hannah," because I don't do the science.
We've got another guest joining us. Welcome, Grazynia.
Grażyna?
Grazynia.
That's the name. That's okay. I can help you with the pronunciation.
Thank you.
And we've also obviously Keith just we obviously have Angela in the room, and she's been following
Right.
your Facebook lives quite a lot, and she's been following your progress. And Angela's obviously telling us that she's been seeing your improvements, and she can notice the improvements as well. So congratulations, right?
Yeah, thank you.
And more than anything else, from what you're telling me, Keith, how's your quality of life change from all of this?
Much better.
Much better, and you're able to do more. How's the quality of the time that you have to spend with your family because of these changes and the impact of all this?
It's improving a lot.
Yeah.
Big time.
Love it. Love it. And your family noticing the difference in you?
Definitely. My wife's patched up too.
Oh, wow. You're getting the whole family patched up, right? There'll be these 2 spring chickens running around all over the place, having the new lease on life.
I love that.
Love that.
Chicken.
Brilliant. So, Keith, first off, as we look to wind this up, I want to thank you so much for, first off, being brave and vulnerable to be here today to share your story.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
you.
What you're sharing there is a lot of the fears and a lot of the challenges that so many people around the world are suffering right now. But they don't want to go to the doctors. They don't want to have invasive surgery or medicines. They don't want things there. They're looking for a holistic alternative approach. Right? And there's so much more about this LifeWave stuff, because Hannah, just as we talked about there, it's helped with your cataracts, it's helped with your hair growing back, it's helped with your skin, it's and your eyes and your arthritis. It's like, goodness, is there anything this stuff doesn't do, Hannah?
Neuropathy.
Well, I'm on the mission to test what doesn't work, in what situation it doesn't work. So far, I failed.
So you want to break it because you're a UX designer, so you want to break everything, don't you?
And next time I will share my story, which is different from
definitely,
and we'll focus on different things.
Yes.
But absolutely, the technology can support people with different illnesses, and obviously there is a variety of different patches, and whoever would like to find out more about it, we are happy to share that.
Yes, take over the world and break over it as well.
Absolutely.
So, Keith, sorry, you were going to say something, or there's something else as well?
Yeah, neuropathy in my toes is fading away.
Goodness
it's not
gracious.
yet gone, but it's definitely much better.
Wow. So this is the cure-all. You watch all those old black and white movies where the salesman that has the magic tonic that can cure all your ails, right? You guys have been watching too many science fiction movies, and he actually brought it to life by the sounds of it.
No. James, for me, there is no way back.
Why would you go back? Why would you go back? It doesn't make sense to go back.
Exactly. And as you mentioned earlier, we want to we want to age gracefully.
Oh yes,
I
definitely.
want to be able to do those squats which I can. I want to be able to hike. I want to be able to, go and do all the activities that I want. And if you look around and you see people who retire, although I have no plans on retiring anytime soon, but as you say, prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
People they shrink, they have all those illnesses, they lose energy, they cannot move freely. No, I'm here to have it all, because we deserve to have it all.
Why the heck not?
We can have it.
Love
and
it.
we can have it.
Yes.
So I vote for that.
Yeah, oh yeah, sign me up too. Hanna for president. Love it. Okay, so first off, so we're wrapping things up. First, again, thank you very much for your time, Keith. Thank you very much for your time, Hanna. And for those of you watching, what we're doing here is we're looking to create a community. We're looking to create people where, if you might have more questions, as you can see, I'm all patched up as well. I'm part of this community. I'm trying to learn from the lessons of others so I don't have to go through these challenges. And yes, I want to age gracefully because I've got 101 things I need to do as well, and lots of plans and things on my bucket list that I want to do to the best energy. Because if nothing else, more than anything else, Keith is getting younger, Hanna's getting younger.
Oh, thank you.
And I want to get younger before I need to get younger. Right? So again, thank you, Gráznia, that's how you say it?
Grażyna.
Okay, Grażyna and Angela for joining us. And like I said, it's connect with any one of us if you have any questions, you want to learn more. We join the community. The next time I do this webinar, we're going to be Keith and I will be interviewing Hanna, so Hanna can tell her story and how we got here, right? But for those of you that were with us today, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, if you want to know more and come and join part of the crazy gang, right? We would love to help
Crazy,
join us.
But getting younger, yes?
Yes, exactly. Well, yeah,
I want to
definitely.
acknowledge Angelia. I really feel your support from watching my Facebook lives. Thank you so much for joining me every day. I really feel your support. Thank you. You're awesome.
Thank you very much. And so now that the lady that has the power to close this thing all off, I can can you do the orders when you can? And yeah, until the next time.
Yes, I can.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening, ladies, and see you next time.
See you next time.